everybody, and welcome back to Football Life, where we are taking on Man United, trying to form them in the sort of mould of Erik ten Hag. It's proving interesting. We are currently 7th at the moment, and it's, alright. We beat Midtjylland 2-1 in the Europa League in the only game off camera, but we have gone for a change of system. We're playing a what is technically a 5-1-2-2, but it's more of a 5-3-2, and occasionally it'll even become like a 3-5-2 because we'll push Luke Shaw and Wan-Bissaka up so high that they're more midfielders in there. But yeah, we're giving it a go. I feel like 2 strikers is crucial in the game this year because, or in this sort of Football Life upgrade, because it allows you to have a few more runners, a few passing. So we're actually going to be taking on Brighton and matching them up in a 5-3-2 as well. Obviously, we're a little bit more attacking with Christian Eriksen and Bruno Fernandes, but overall, it's. I'm hoping it creates more. We used it in the second half against Midtjylland and it really helped. So I think that's what we're going to do. In terms of negotiations, we've got Harry Maguire's here. Christian Eriksen, we've still got 29 million. Let me know what you think about that. Obviously, we're going to have Mason Mount coming in January. So let me know your thoughts about Christian Eriksen. Harry Maguire is still under negotiation. They've offered 20.6. In real life, it looks like he's staying. And then we've got obviously Van der Beek, who's rumoured to be leaving. We've got Pellistri, who's rumoured to be leaving to Sheffield United recently as well. So yeah, we got some things to try and sort out, and we're generally quite low on numbers as well. So we'll keep an eye on it and see how it goes. But yeah, Bjorn Hardley's going out on loan in January, and Brandon Williams is joining Villarreal. So a couple more players leaving the team as well. But I think for now, let's get into the game against Brighton and see how we get on. Hello everybody, and welcome to Old Trafford for Man United versus Brighton, a team that have caused Man United some proper headaches in recent seasons. Man United lining up in what seems to be a new 5-3-2 system. So we'll have to see how that plays out on the pitch. Erik ten Hag mixing it up a little bit after some poor results in the league, but it looks like a very similar starting 11 that we're used to. Rashford, Martinez in there as well, with Højlund starting up front. So it will be interesting to see how it lines up, and it looks like Brighton and Man United are matching each other in a 5 at the back system. So we'll go through the lineup soon and see what we think the analysts are predicting for each of the teams. So first up then is the home team, Man United, and it does look like a 5-3-2 with Lindelof, Varane and Martinez, 3 centre-backs on the pitch. Dalot and Malacia start over Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw, and Rashford and Højlund partnering each other up front, apparently, in this one. Brighton also going with a 5-3-2 with Van Hecke, Lewis Dunk and Webster at 3 at the back. Sanchez in goal, Veltman and Solly March are the wing-backs. Pascal Gross, Adam Lallana and Moda in the middle, with Undav partnering Welbeck up front for this one. We're just about ready to go, so let's dive into the game and see if this new look Man United system works out for Erik ten Hag and the team, as they're still going to obviously look to dominate the ball as much as they can. That's pretty common with this Erik ten Hag team, looking to dominate it and then win it back high up the pitch, as Dalot, as you can see, already pushing really far forward. Good strength from Pascal Gross. Not too sure how he got away with that one, but he did, and Danny Welbeck gets on the ball early, but Dalot is there for a good interception, and Christian Eriksen now on the ball, sees the run of Malacia in front and does get the ball out to him, cuts it across. Rashford's there with a little toe poke at the front post, and it was off target, but yeah, good play from Terrell Malacia, getting high up the pitch, and Rashford just spinning in behind the defence of Webster, and yeah, it was off target. Sanchez probably had it covered, but not a bad start for Man United. So Man United trying to press high up the pitch, and it has worked this time with Bruno Fernandes. Puts that one into Højlund, flicks it on towards Rashford with an effort. It's a good save from Sanchez again, and yeah, the high press from Man United does seem to be taking an effect. Adam Lallana has picked up a little bit of space in the middle there, as Solly March goes down the line to Danny Welbeck, who's pulled wide. Lallana picks up a bit of space and gives it back to Welbeck, and this is Brighton's first real attack of the game. Welbeck does put the cross in and manages to win a corner off Dalot with 11 minutes gone. And let's see what Brighton can do with this one. Man United not misplacing a pass just yet, as that's a good header away from Victor Lindelof, and Christian Eriksen is probably going to win this race. And there is a lot of space for the Danish international to run into here, because the defence are backing off. They've got 5 centre-backs, but they're all backing off him. Christian Eriksen with a little touch. It wasn't quite enough to get past Van Heck. And it's cleared away very well indeed as Undav looks to bring it forward. Just goes back all the way to Veltman. And Moda will look to bring it away. Jakob Melder up the line, looking for Undav, who does get there, but just can only head the ball towards Bruno Fernandes. And well, Casemiro's pass. Less said about that, the better. That was rubbish as Lindelof goes diving in. Trying to make an interception, I think, but Lallana brings it forward. Welbeck's there. Good tackle from Lindelof again, who gets it away. It's a bit of a frantic start, this one, as Eriksen invites Malacia forward. And Malacia's given a lot of joy to Man United so far. Actually lays that one off to Eriksen, who's going to have a go from range, deflected. Sanchez saves well again. Solly March has been robbed again with the high press from Man United. And but that pass back from Casemiro's he's not playing brilliantly, Casemiro, to be honest, in this under Erik ten Hag at the start of this season. But you know, we'll give him a bit of time. We haven't really got many other options. I don't really want to start Fred or McTominay in there over Casemiro. Not really, as Undav heads that one back to Lallana, who goes looking over the top towards Welbeck, but easy for Lindelof to deal with, and Man United look to come forward. Højlund holds it up really well, actually, and Diego Dalot will take over. Not too much on for the Portuguese winger. He's created a nice bit of space. Tried to put a cross on it. Comes off Pascal Gross. Half an hour gone. Man United 0-0. But they've had the better of the game so far, as Dalot puts that in to Bruno Fernandes. And he gets the ball back. Just trying to create some space. And he does. Gets it onto his left foot, which isn't too weak. Højlund's there. Flicks on. Rashford. It's blocked. Solly March. It's good. Oh, it's good. It's really good anticipation from Højlund, but just struggling to get these finishing touches away. Good play from Dalot on the wing. Cross in. Højlund knew his teammate was behind him. Left-footed finish blocked by Webster, and then Højlund just couldn't keep it in after tackling Solly March. So Adam Lallana finds Dennis Undav, and well, Brighton strikers have been kept so quiet in this game, and it's allowing Man United to really dominate the ball as Eriksen holds it up again into Malacia, who's doing well, coming in for Luke Shaw today. That was meant to be a little pass back to Eriksen, wasn't it? But no, it went all the way through to Dennis Undav, who can come forward with it here, and well, he's just crowded out of it, which is the joy of having 3 centre-backs on the pitch as Varane comes away with it. Lindelof knows there's lots of space out there for Diego Dalot, who can just run up the wing. He gives the ball off to Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford's got so much space to run into. Just a poor shot. Poor shot. Solly March on the left wing back position. Just gives it back to Lewis Dunk again. Going for that long ball, which it's not really working for Brighton, but they're sticking with it as Lallana picks out Undav. Dennis Undav gets away from Martinez, although he sort of just said, go on Malacia, go and do your thing and win the ball back. But Malacia won it back and then got tackled again. Varane is there. Referee plays advantage. Undav keeps it alive, tries to give it out to Lallana. Welbeck's there, it's gone in. Unbelievable that we've conceded first. That is Brighton's first shot on goal, and it's gone in. And I think you can probably blame Onana for going with his legs. It's pretty awful. We held up Undav well. It came to Lallana. Welbeck got a bit of space. I feel like Onana should save that. I feel like he's got to save it. So a really, really disappointing goal to concede on the stroke of half-time as well, as Malacia gives it to Eriksen. Is there going to be one last hurrah? Probably not, because it's half-time. Danny Welbeck in the 45th minute makes it 1-0 to the away team. Okay, second half underway. No changes of note, no personnel changes. We'll see if there's any tactical tweaks from either manager, as Lewis Dunk looking to get the ball moving straight away to Webster. And again, it's a long ball forward, which have been mopped up by the Man United defence today. That is not a good pass out from Eriksen. That is truly awful, as Solly March goes up the line towards Welbeck, who lets that run across his body, and he's taken Lindelof sort of out of the equation here. Undav with an early shot, and Onana has not looked confident today. He celebrates the save, but it was at him, and you sort of feel like he could have held that one. It's a great turn from Welbeck on that far side. Early ball in, and Undav knew he had to hit it early. It's not gone in, so we'll take the positives of that from Onana. But yeah, looking a little bit dodgy. I feel like our 3-5-2 has actually been working pretty well as Varane knocks that one away, and Malacia can launch a little bit of a counter here because he's got a lot of space to run into. We have asked him and Diego Dalot on the other side to push a little bit further forward as Malacia tries to put it in the box. It was I should have super cancelled it. I keep forgetting that super cancel is a thing on this version of the game. Casemiro takes over and picks out Diego Dalot. Dalot into Fernandes, flicks it on one more to Eriksen. This is better from United. They need to move it a little bit quicker. Malacia spreads the play and picks out Dalot. Solly March did really well to get a touch on that and intercept it, but Lindelof can keep it going, although Pascal Gross has read Diego Dalot's move there pretty well as Welbeck, who's pulled wide. Lallana gets it back to Welbeck, and a good touch from Lindelof wins the ball back for United. Martinez thinks that one out to get Eriksen involved, puts it up the line towards Malacia. Rashford can just lay it off towards Bruno Fernandes. First time little back heel, but again, there's not too many options on. Once we get higher up the pitch, oh, Dalot, I hate that animation. That is the most annoying animation in gaming history, where they stick out their little leg. An hour gone, and Man United need something. They just need something in this game. As a good header again from Victor Lindelof. He's had a solid game in the back three. He's played really well as Eriksen turns away from Jakob Moder and picks out Bruno Fernandes. Does manage to get his pass off towards Diego Dalot. Looks back towards Fernandes. It's intercepted. Here is Bruno Fernandes on it again. He's absolutely everywhere, the Man United captain at the moment. Christian Eriksen can get that back into his captain's path. Looking towards Højlund, but it's all very, very narrow at United. And there's Eriksen. Eriksen with a lovely bit of footwork. Eriksen just couldn't get the shot off. And it's all a little bit frantic for United right now. Welbeck comes forward with it. Again, Lindelof with a good challenge. Casemiro's there. Up towards Eriksen. There's Bruno Fernandes. Flicked on, but he had more time. He had more time and he rushed it. Lindelof in there again. Undav under pressure from Martinez. Lallana takes over. Welbeck in a bit of space with 20 minutes to go. Ball through, and it's again Victor Lindelof with a superb performance in this game, as Onana, famed for his passing, that is not one of the ones he's famous for. That was horrendous. Okay, a triple substitution for Man United. It's Jadon Sancho on for Dalot, Garnacho on for Malacia, and Martial up front for Højlund. So very attacking substitutions from Erik ten Hag. Fullbacks and wing-backs off. Out-and-out wingers now on, but it doesn't look like a change of system. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this one plays out, as Bruno Fernandes went to try and get Sancho involved in the game early, but his pass was given away and then he couldn't do much with it when he won it back. And Evan Ferguson has come on for Brighton, replacing Dennis Undav, and he's on the ball here and he's surely going to give that one back to Lallana. He does. Martinez reads the danger really well, and again it's just a little frantic at the moment. Lallana's in, and it's good hands from Onana this time, and we need to get this going pretty quickly. Gives it out to Garnacho, who's come off the bench looking to make a difference. A lot of people say that Garnacho has his best games coming off the bench for United, and here is another sub. Martial keeps that one alive, goes out towards Jadon Sancho, just trying a bit of trickery. Solly March doesn't quite fall for it, and Sancho keeps the ball. Actually, he's done really well, Sancho, and he's still going. It's great work from Jadon Sancho. Good shot, deflected. It's a corner. Great running from Jadon Sancho. It's what we need players to do in this Man United team. Attack the Brighton defence and see what we can do. Nifty footwork. Just bundled his way through the last one. Still got a shot off. Good block from Lewis Dunk. So it's a corner to Man United, and we're just sending up some of the big boys from the back to see if we can create something from this. Bruno Fernandes goes deep. It's a good punch from Robert Sanchez. I thought he wasn't going to make that one then, but he did. And Bruno Fernandes just on it again. He's got Pascal Gross for company. Bruno Fernandes, I probably would have taken the free kick there, but he's done well. Sancho tries to cross this one in. It's overhit, wildly overhit. Man United running out of time. So substitution then. Christian Eriksen off, Van der Beek on. We are trying everything in this one, bringing on pretty much out of favour Donny Van der Beek. And you know it's basically kitchen sink time, right? Adam Lallana, that's a poor pass. Martial does really well to hold it up. Sancho tries to flick it over the top, but Lewis Dunk just about reads it. And yeah, Man United running out of options. Lallana puts it through to Welbeck after a good attempt from Lindelof to get the ball. There is the Swede. He's been awesome at the back. He definitely doesn't deserve to be on the losing team. Bruno Fernandes. Can he just get his team forward once more? A bit of a heavy touch. And that Moda could win the ball back. And that is going to be that. It's 1-0 to Brighton. Another, first defeat of the season actually, I think, for United. Maybe the second defeat. Oh yeah, we got smashed by Chelsea. Second defeat of the season. It's a goal by United old boy Danny Welbeck, which is the difference. So you can argue it's not deserved. 6 shots to 3, 4 shots on target to 3. They outpassed us, but obviously we're playing on full manual, so that's going to be expected. But yeah, it's a win for Robert De Zerbi's men. So other results from around the ground then. Fulham beat Villa 3-1. Bournemouth beat Sheffield United 2-0. Forest and Chelsea played out a 0-0 draw. And Brentford lost at home to Newcastle. Liverpool beat Crystal Palace away 1-0. Man City beat West Ham 3-0. Tottenham beat Everton 1-0. Luton Town picked up a win, beating Burnley 1-0. And Wolves and Arsenal played out a 0-0 draw in the Midlands. It sees us drop down to 10th, which is very irritating. 3 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses so far, and a goal difference of exactly 0. Next up is Newcastle, and I'm really not sure about our system here. I liked the shape of it. I'm just wondering, do we just go straight into a... I don't know. No, I think we start with that with like attacking fullbacks on still. I'm sort of tempted to go counter and then wide, I think. And I think I want us to be a little bit further away. We're getting in each other's way all the time. I mean, it drops it down to a 67 team. And maybe it's that. Maybe we keep possession, but we go... I don't know. I think we're going to try something different against Newcastle. I think that's what we're going to try and do. So that's not what I wanted to do. Team management, game plan. Definitely want the big boys coming up from the back. So that's those 3. Martinez can stay a bit more defensive. Do you prefer to be a central midfielder? Maybe we go for that then. Maybe that gives us a little bit more of an option in there. Yeah, we'll see. I guess we go with form. If our wingers are on form, we push these up and start wingers. If the fullbacks are on form, we start the fullbacks. That's what we're going to try. Right, let's go through... well, I'll go and pick the team, and we'll see for the Newcastle game. Away at St James's Park after losing to Brighton. We need to step this up. A win would let us leapfrog Newcastle, so it's a lot to play for. Hello everybody and welcome to St James's Park for Premier League match day 10, I think. Maybe a bit more than that. 12? Not sure. Anyway, a very changed lineup for Man United in this one. It looks like Ten Hag sticking with a 3 at the back system, but going much more attacking to try and get at Newcastle. It's going to be an interesting game. It looks like they're starting Dubravka in goal as well, who is obviously ex-loanee at Man United. But it's going to be interesting, this one. We've got a lot of players off form, so a few lesser known faces are coming into this one. Newcastle look like they're starting Callum Wilson and not Alexander Isak either. But yeah, let's come back to go through the teams and we'll see what it looks like. So the home team first then. Newcastle United in a 4-2-3-1 have new signing Hassam Aouar in there as well, with Botman and Sharp competing at the back. Joel Linton and Bruno Guimaraes in the midfield. Callum Wilson does get the start over Alexander Isak up front. And Man United lining up in a 3-5-2 system today, with Fred getting a rare start. Martial coming in, as does Harry Maguire in the middle of the 3 at the back. Jadon Sancho and Garnacho start today over Luke Shaw and Diego Dalot. So we are ready to get underway, and it is the home team Newcastle United that get this fixture in the Premier League underway, as straight away they go long up towards Callum Wilson, who, well, deals with the pressure of Man United. There'll be a lot of scrutiny on the performance of Harry Maguire today. Not been selected really in a competitive league game by Erik ten Hag this season, so it would be very interesting to see how he gets on. Is he going to be rusty? He had a couple of performances in the Europa League where Man United really haven't been at their best, but here is Rashford just trying to hold the ball up, and Garnacho will actually say thank you very much and take over with that one. Garnacho gives it out to Fred, just tried to trick his way past. It's going to be a loose ball, which is won, and Rashford will keep this alive. Swings across in looking for Martial, but it's too close to Dubravka, and a nice early touch, and a nice easy early touch for the Newcastle goalkeeper, but he may have another one here, because Man United are pressing much higher up the pitch, and that is definitely what I prefer, to be honest, as Dubravka goes long again. Almiron flicks it on, but Manquillo ain't going to get that. So Newcastle trying to come forward here, but Callum Wilson's pass is a little bit poor. Casemiro takes over, and it's the first time we're going to see in the game Jadon Sancho having a run at the defence, and he's brought his trickery from the game against Brighton as the cross comes in, but again, just too close to Dubravka. If we're going to get to those sort of points, I think we need to sort of cut it around the back. That's a great header, though, as Martial could be in. Oh, just not enough whip on the ball. Anthony Martial with the first real effort of the game. It was a long throw out, but it was an easy header for Garnacho, and it fell nicely to Martial. Took the touch, had the shot. Not really worrying Dubravka, but it is a sign of the intent that Man United have in this game, going much more attacking. As Maguire wins the header, and he's just headed it straight to Miguel Almiron, who then did get robbed by Fred. Credit to Maguire, though, he won the ball back. And Onana, that's much better passing compared to what he did in the Brighton game. So Garnacho just holding up the ball, waiting for some options, and can pick out Casemiro, who then can pick out Bruno Fernandes, who sees Sancho making the run, but it's a good foot from St. Maximin there to just try and get in the way of it. And Matty Target will try and bring this ball out. Fabian Schär, Rashford straight on the touch, and you can see Martial and Rashford trying to put a front-loaded press on here, and Newcastle struggling to get out, and they go with the long ball, which Harry Maguire read well. He got his body in the way and wins a free kick. Martinez will take this one, and he's going to try and ping this one in towards Bruno Fernandes, who does win the flick on. And let's be honest, Fabian Schär did really well, and Casemiro with a very unorthodox volley all the way back to his goalkeeper, but it worked. I'm sure that would have got some boos from the Newcastle fans going back that far to the keeper, as Bruno Fernandes again finds St. Maximin's foot in the way. Bruno Fernandes tries to invite Fred forward, but it's not a good pass, and Miguel Almiron says thank you very much. And now the three at the back for United. Well, I was going to say we're in a bit of trouble, but Varane's covered that relatively easily. Here is Garnacho, looks up towards Bruno Fernandes again. Bruno Fernandes does find Martial. One touch and there's a hit, and Schär gets in the way. And you can see the intent of Man United trying to play a little bit more on the counter-attack and getting the ball moving quickly. That's a poor pass, and Onana will cover that one very well. Goes for a quick throw out to pretty much nobody. That's a bit of a disappointing throw from such an expensive goalkeeper, as Newcastle messing around with it a bit on the edge of the area. They are creating a lovely bit of space now, but just crowded out of it. The referee's given a free kick. Not too sure why. Looked like a good tackle. Just over half an hour gone. Joe Linton here picked up the ball. I got the ball. He got the ball. I'm not too sure what the problem is there, but yeah, not fairly apparently. As Hassan Ouer is on it, it goes straight into the wall. And yeah, not a good free kick at all from a Newcastle point of view, as that could be another free kick. That one looked a bit more clear-cut. So still 0-0 as Bruno Guimaraes looks to float this one in. Hassan Ouer did really well actually to control that ball under pressure, as Almiron puts it back in. Wilson with a shot is blocked. It'll be Newcastle's first corner of the game. As that was a lovely touch from Ouer there to just keep it in place. And Almiron picked out Wilson. It's that first time shot, but it's blocked pretty well by Rafa Varane. And here is it their first corner? Maybe it's their second corner. Bruno Guimaraes puts it in. It's headed away very well, and Rashford can try and turn, or it might be Martial. It's Martial. You can tell by the way he's running, and a little bit of footwork didn't quite get him away enough. But Rashford is now past Javi Manquillo, but it's a great recovery tackle from the Spaniard. And he's marshalled that really well against Rashford there. But Martinez then takes over the ball and says thank you very much for that long ball with 5 minutes to go. Harry Maguire picks out Martial, albeit a little bit accidentally. Sancho, Newcastle was sitting in such a good defensive shape, it's incredibly hard to play through them. We may have to start trying to run at the defence a bit more, as Jadon Sancho asks for the ball and gets the ball. Here is Sancho. He's surely fouled there, referee. No? That's a fair tackle, is it? Unbelievable. Right, Miguel Almiron looks through in, but Onana has come a long way out, puts his foot through it, and actually does a really good job because Rashford wins the header. 0-0 at half-time. It's been lackluster. So into the second half again, no changes from Erik ten Hag. He always seems a little bit reluctant to change system. As well, Fred brings on the ball, and again we're just being. I can't. Oh, that Maguire, that is bloody awful. I can't tell if we're being a little bit slow with our progression, or yeah, Newcastle have got just a very good defensive shape. But Hassam could be in here. And he's curled that past the outstretched Onana, and it's 1-0 Newcastle. We can't catch a break at the moment. We cannot catch a break. It's a lovely goal from Aouar. It's a wonderful finish. We made one tactical tweak, which is to put Casemiro more centrally in front of the back three and spread the back three out, and it hasn't worked. It just hasn't worked. It's a lovely finish. It's a truly wonderful finish, but again, it's starting on the back foot, isn't it? We come out and it's too slow. There's not enough movement. We're struggling to get the passes right like that into the danger zone. I think we need to just go back to basics. Try and get the ball wide, run at defenders, put some crosses in. Try and create some opportunities that way. Maguire's done well there to win the ball back, and Varane takes over into Casemiro. Bruno finds Sancho. Sancho puts it up towards Martial, tries to give it back to him, and is he going to get there? He's not. Right, trying to build it from the back on the hour mark. Here is Rafael Varane. Trying to bring this one forward. Encourages Jadon Sancho to bring it forward and run at Matty Target, and that is what he does. And in the middle he's got Fred. I'm not too sure why that ball didn't go to Fred. It's definitely not. It's trying to do everything it can to not go to Fred. Fred picks out the pass, looking for Fernandes. Miguel Almiron with a good header away, and it's a nice flick, and Man United are susceptible to a counter-attack here, and this could be a problem. St Maximin's coming into the box. Maguire goes over to him and puts him off a bit. It's good defending. Jadon Sancho picks the ball up on the halfway line, and again, there's just not really many options on. Fred up towards Bruno Fernandes, back out to Sancho. This has been worked well. Sancho, just trying to turn Matty Target. He's managed to hold on to the ball. Sancho showing some very good strength there. He's got a bit of space to actually put a cross in, and Joel Linton's back there. Good defending. Fernandes into Fred. Around the corner towards Garnacho. Puts the cross in towards Martial. What a touch that is from Sven Botman. Unbelievable defending. Fresh legs on for Man United then. Jadon Sancho replaced by Pellistri. Lisandro Martinez replaced by Luke Shaw, and Fred coming off for McTominay in the middle as a quick throw in is taken to the substitute. Pellistri puts that cross in. It's headed away, and I thought Almiron was going to miss that, but he didn't. Aware on it. Great challenge, and McTominay picks the ball up, and he's got runners. One of them is Marcus Rashford. I thought that might be a penalty, but it's not given. I should have just shot with Rashford. I should have just shot. As Newcastle look to break again, and they've got Allan Saint-Maximin in the middle, but Varane has covered that one really well as Onana takes a touch and goes long. Something we've not seen too much from Man United today. Pellistri looks forward up towards Anthony Martial. Target covers it. Sven Botman goes long. It's going to be easy for Rafa Varane, that one. Bruno Fernandes with a good touch. McTominay. Rashford flicks it off towards Garnacho. Garnacho tries to get past Javi Manquillo, but the youngster doesn't have the strength. And Bruno Guimaraes gets it away. Harry Maguire has fouled Callum Wilson. So another substitution for Man United as Rasmus Højlund replaces Anthony Martial up front. And he's going to get a nice early touch of the ball here. And he's going to ping it up towards Rashford as his first involvement. And Rashford, you can just see how tired Garnacho is out there. But Rashford's done really well to hold that one up. It's just the final pass. It's always the final pass that lets us down. As they've gone over the top. Varane covers it well. Bruno Fernandes out towards Garnacho into Rashford. Rashford up towards Højlund. He's going to try and flick that one out towards Pellistri. It goes back in. Højlund can't quite win the header. It wasn't the best cross from the Uruguayan youngster. And Newcastle, it's going to be back-to-back 1-0 losses, isn't it? They go long again. Maguire's there. McTominay. Bruno finds Pellistri. Palestri. Great run from Højlund. Højlund puts it back in. It's going to fall to Palestri on the volley. Oh, he's hit the bar. What an effort from Facundo Palestri. Just as we tick into injury time, he's absolutely rattled the bar. It was patient play from United. Højlund tried to dink it in. It was headed away. Oh, what an effort. What an effort from the youngster. But it's all for nothing. It's all for nothing. Dubravka goes long. There's a minute to go. Maguire wins the header. No one can get on the head of it. Hassam out to St Maximin. He's tried to put that one through. That will be that. Onana will go long and it's back-to-back 1-0 losses. So another 1-0 defeat. Brighton got smashed by Aston Villa 4-0. Fulham and Bournemouth played out a 0-0 draw. Sheffield United smashed Nottingham Forest 4-0 at home. And Chelsea lost to Wolves, who are playing impressively at the moment. Liverpool beat Brentford 4-2. Man City beat Crystal Palace 2-0. Everton beat West Ham 3-0. And Luton Town lost at home 2-0 to Spurs. And Arsenal back to winning ways with a 4-2 win over Burnley. But all in all, we dropped to 11th. Nottingham Forest overtake us into 10th. Liverpool lead the way with 7 wins from 8 with only 1 loss. Man City are second, joint on points with Spurs. Arsenal, are in 4th. Villa, Newcastle, Brighton, Wolves and Chelsea are all ahead of Nottingham Forest. And then us, Crystal Palace, are below us. Everton, Fulham, Bournemouth, Sheffield United, Luton Town, Brentford, West Ham and Burnley are all behind us, sitting at the bottom. So yeah, on a bit of a losing streak at the moment. Not too sure what we can do to turn that around. We've got a few scout reports and stuff like that, but nothing too much to worry about. And we've got some more negotiations. Oh, it's just the scouting. Yeah, but they're saying we need a striker. Maybe we do need to bring in another striker to play up there alongside Rashford, Martial and Højlund. But next up, it doesn't get any easier. We're playing top of the table Liverpool. It will be a 1-game episode in the next episode. The whole game will be commentated. No highlights. The whole thing will be in the episode. So thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one where hopefully we can turn this form around. For now, I'm out. Cheers.